Alright everybody, we're looking today at Scott's Black, which is supposed to be a pretty awesome fig. Grew these from cuttings, and this is one that I have growing in, actually this is a 5-gallon fabric bag. And I was kind of experimenting with it, and the fact that they're in these bags, they do dry out a lot quicker. And because we have such a heavy summer with so much rain, figs don't like a summer that's constantly rainy, but somehow some varieties do better, much better than most. But there's a few that will work here in South Florida, and there's a majority that don't. They just don't do it. But LSU Scott is one of them that does well. Here's LSU Red, also same situation. It's in a 5-gallon grow bag. You can see here, I'll show you what it looks like. There's another LSU Scott's Black, which is not ready yet, but it will be ready shortly. This one, I just took it out of the little bag. I use these bags to keep the ants out and protect them from any kind of insects that could get in the eye. Some of them have an open eye, some of them have an eye that's semi-open, and some of them have a closed eye. Every fig is different. So I'm gonna just come up here a little bit so you can see what it looks like, and then you'll also notice that on the leaves, on many of the figs, you're gonna have fig rust, and that's normal. That's nothing that you can really do too much about. You can try to control it, but it's not something that's easy to control. Anyway, also you can see that there's gonna be caterpillar damage often, and about a week or two ago I did spray these with BT, which is Bacillus thuringiensis, which actually kills the caterpillars. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you. Let's see, I have another one over here. This is called Black Marseille VS. It's supposed to be good for Florida. You can see it's got quite a few figs already there. I've never tasted this one, but I hear it's really good. This is Barry Black. That's a great fig, very good, very tasty fig. Again, in a 5-gallon container, doing quite well, except for the rust. And again, the rust comes and goes throughout the seasons. It's worse in the rainy summers. There are more figs here, and on another video someday I'll tell you more about the rest of them. That's in a 5-gallon container. That one I believe is, let me see if I can get the tag, because I can't identify these things just by looking at the leaves, and I don't know too many people that can actually, but some can. This is Deanna, and Deanna is a nice large, very large yellow fig. I had one of these recently, and they're very good. What I did here is I did a little air layer so I can get another small fig made out of this Diana. That should be ready pretty soon. That should be ready. Now let's do this. Let's go ahead and let's taste LSU Scott's Black. All right. This one, like I said, was in the little bag, and it already split a little bit, and it's very soft, and it's got very nice color. You can see that color, but what does it taste like? I've never tasted LSU Scott's Black. Wow. Nutty, crunchy, kind of a little hint of a, I don't know how to describe it, maybe like some kind of a berry, you know, like a strawberry, very light hint of strawberry. I guarantee you that if we didn't have so much rain, these figs would be spectacular. So that was the reason I used these bags, because I figured, you know what, we'll dry them up quicker and they'll be less susceptible to being watery figs or splitting. But this is not bad. It's not that sweet though. I would have expected this to be a little bit sweeter, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I can't complain. Could I've I don't know, could I have gotten this fig to grow and produce a nicer tasting? What I mean by nicer tasting is a slightly less watery fig. If I had grown it, say, underneath, you know, a protected structure that would allow sufficient light in, and maintain the proper temperatures. I think it can be done. The problem is that it's expensive. So the idea, I think, of a commercial fig production in the wrong climate, I think it can be done, but you would have to charge quite a bit of money, I would imagine, for your produce. Now, I do know that in Japan they do just that. They have production of all kinds of figs, and they do it in a huge building, and everything is grown in pots, and they've got that down to a science. So that's about it for now. I'm going to finish this guy off. And like I said, it's nutty, it's sweet, could be a little bit sweeter, slightly watery, but you know what? If we would have had less rain, or if you grow this someplace where you get a lot less rain, I think you would have gotten a much better fig. And again, that one will be later on, maybe tomorrow, because it's still not quite right. It's still kind of, it's very firm still. And when they're very firm, they give, but they give very little. I like them to give a lot more than that, and that's when I pick them. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Take care.